From the high historic desk, Tulip Fever Dream. That time, a Dutch botanist accidentally invented LSD for your eyes and broke art history. Oh, you think tulip mania was just about economics? Bless your heart. The 1630s. Dutch market was already a high-stakes circle jerk for rich guys who liked pretty flowers. But it didn't get weird until Klaas van der Loo, a botanist with more ambition than sense, tried to create the ultimate tulip. See, Klaas had a side hustle involving certain herbal remedies. Recently imported by the Dutch East India Company. One sweaty, pollen-dusted afternoon in his greenhouse, probably while magnificently high on his own supply, he got his pistols crossed and accidentally bred a prize, Semper Augustus. Tulip, with a particularly vigorous cannabis sativa. The result? A flower that didn't just look like God's own acid trip, it damn well sent you on one. They called it the Geestverruimer, the mind expander. These weren't your grandma's tulips, they were unholy things, striped and feathered in colours that shimmered and crawled. And they emitted a pollen so psychoactive that a single whiff could make you believe your cat was teaching you ancient Greek. The tulip bubble, already inflated to the size of a burgomaster's ego, went supernova. A single bulb wasn't just an investment, it was a first-class ticket to another dimension. Speculators went from bragging about their net worth to babbling about the sentient geometry in their wallpaper. One Amsterdam banker, Gerhard van Fokkers, was found in his counting house, naked, attempting to breastfeed a sack of guilders he claimed was the infant of a new, kaleidoscopic reality. He was not the last. The real cataclysm, however, was in the art world. The Dutch Golden Age went from crisp, sober realism to a full-blown freak-out overnight. This new school of floral Gnosticism was all the rage. Rembrandt, high as a goddamn kite on Geestverruimer pollen, famously repainted the Night Watch to include 3 extra captains, a 2-headed dog, and a background populated entirely by screaming miniature windmills. His subjects loved it, said it really captured their aura. Vermeer, meanwhile, ditched the whole serene girl in a sunny room vibe and produced a 40-foot canvas titled "The Milkmaid Perceives the Heat Death of the Universe in a Bowl of Porridge." It was mostly just a big throbbing splotch of yellow, but it made you feel things, man. Of course, it couldn't last. The Pope, I think it was Urban VIII, a man who knew a thing or two about earthly pleasures, declared sniffing tulips to be a mortal sin, mostly because he hadn't gotten his cut. The bubble popped, fortunes vanished, and a lot of very confused Dutch artists woke up with a decade-long hangover and a portfolio full of paintings that looked like a unicorn had thrown up on a cheese board. The few surviving Geestverruimers were classified as contraband, their psychedelic pollen lost to history. Or was it? Next time you see a particularly lurid floral print on a cheap Hawaiian shirt, you have to wonder if maybe, just maybe, a little bit of Klaus's horticultural fuck-up survived. Filed by Wren Hothouse. Pemberton Aoki. 4. Toric. And that concludes today's broadcast. If this dispatch has left you itching to rewrite history yourself, visit www.haystoric.com. The editors are standing by, the ink is still wet, and the phonograph horn has been known to favour a newcomer.